Welcome, dear viewer, to a realm where autumn's splendor meets the dark allure of Maleficent's magic. As twilight descends and the veil between worlds thins, we invite you to cross the threshold into a sanctuary of unparalleled luxury and mystique. Luxurious dark interiors, Maleficent's Thorns and Twilight. In the pages of this enchanted lookbook, 7 chambers await your discovery, each a masterpiece of autumnal opulence. From the Thorned Entryway, where shadows whisper of secrets yet untold, to the Cursed Masquerade Hall, where every glance holds the promise of transformation, prepare to be spellbound by the marriage of elegance and enchantment. You'll wander through the Enchanted Thicket Lounge, where ember-glow dances with Twilight's embrace, and explore the Raven's Wing Kitchen, a culinary haven where every dish is an incantation. Feast your eyes upon the Dragon's Lair dining room, where flames of blue and purple cast their otherworldly light on sumptuous spreads. Marvel at the Bewitched Banquet Table, an altar to autumn's bounty, adorned with nature's jewels and arcane artifacts. Delving into the Spellbound Den of Secrets, where every object tells a tale and every shadow holds a mystery. Don't let this magical moment slip away. Subscribe to Opaluxe and never miss a glimpse into our realm of autumnal opulence. As you journey through these spaces, let your senses be awakened by the rich palette of deep crimsons, burnished golds, and midnight blues. Feel the caress of velvet and silk. Breathe in the heady aromas of spiced wine and smoky wood fire, and listen for the whispered secrets of the changing season. This is not merely a tour of exquisite interiors. It's an immersion into a world where fantasy and luxury intertwine, where every detail is a brushstroke in a masterpiece of autumnal enchantment. Prepare to be transported, transformed, and utterly bewitched by Maleficent's autumn sanctuary. Thorned Entryway. Enter the enchanted realm of autumn. As twilight descends, a bewitching transformation unfolds. The entryway, once familiar, now beckons with an air of mystique. Thorny vines, delicate yet formidable, weave an intricate tapestry along the walls, their deep emerald hues a stark contrast to the warm, amber glow emanating from within. Wrought iron lanterns, suspended by gossamer threads, cast dancing shadows across the threshold. Their flickering flames whisper tales of enchantment, luring you deeper into this autumnal wonderland. Beneath your feet, a plush carpet of deep crimson and burnished gold mimics the fallen leaves of an enchanted forest, each step a silent crunch of opulence. The air is thick with a heady scent of spiced pomegranates and smoky cedarwood, an intoxicating blend that awakens the senses and stirs the soul. Ornate mirrors, their frames adorned with twisting brambles and glittering onyx ravens, reflect the warm light, multiplying its effect and creating an illusion of endless depth. At the heart of this captivating scene stands a magnificent console table, its surface a slab of polished obsidian. Atop it, an artful arrangement of blood-red roses, their petals kissed by frost, mingles with ancient tomes bound in cracked leather and adorned with arcane symbols. This entryway is more than a mere passage. It's a threshold between worlds, where the ordinary dissolves into the extraordinary. Every element, from the thorned vines to the bewitching scents, conspires to transport you into a realm where autumn's magic reigns supreme and Maleficent's influence lingers in every shadow and shimmer. Enchanted Thicket Lounge, where shadows dance with ember-glow. The Enchanted Thicket Lounge unfolds like a secret glade in the heart of an autumnal forest. Walls adorned with shimmering, dark-leafed wallpaper create the illusion of dense foliage, their metallic accents catching the light like dewdrops at dusk. Gnarled branches, artfully sculpted from burnished bronze, reach across the ceiling, their tips adorned with delicate, glowing orbs that bathe the room in a soft, amber radiance. Sumptuous velvet sofas in deep forest green invite repose, their curves echoing the sensuous lines of unfurling ferns. Throw pillows in rich shades of burgundy, and gold add splashes of warmth, like fallen leaves scattered across a verdant glade. A majestic fireplace, its mantel carved to resemble intertwining thorny vines, houses dancing flames that cast playful shadows across the room. Ornate side tables, their surfaces inlaid with iridescent beetle wings, hold crystal decanters filled with amber elixirs. The light refracts through the faceted glass, painting the walls with ephemeral rainbows. A plush rug in swirling patterns of midnight blue and silver creates the illusion of a moonlit pool at your feet, its fibers soft as moss beneath bare toes. In one corner, a reading nook nestles within the embrace of a hollowed-out tree trunk. Shelves lined with leather-bound tomes and curiosities from distant lands invite exploration of both literary and literal worlds. The air is perfumed with a subtle scent of sandalwood and wild berries, a fragrance that whispers of ancient magic and untold tales. This lounge is a sanctuary where comfort intertwines with enchantment, where every element conspires to cocoon you in autumnal splendor. It's a space that invites lingering, where time seems to slow and the boundaries between reality and fantasy blur in the most delightful way. Raven's Wing Kitchen, crafting feasts in the witch's hearth. In the heart of our enchanted abode lies the Raven's Wing Kitchen, a culinary sanctum where gastronomic alchemy unfolds. Obsidian countertops, smooth as still water at midnight, stretch across the space, their surfaces flecked with veins of silver that catch the light like moonbeams on a rippling lake. Overhead, a constellation of copper pots and pans hangs from wrought iron branches, their polished surfaces reflecting the warm glow of hidden lights. Cabinetry in deep, lustrous ebony stands, sentinel along the walls, their handles fashioned from intricately carved bone. With a mere touch, they glide open to reveal a treasure trove of exotic spices and rare ingredients, each jar and vial a promise of flavors yet to be discovered. A grand island dominates the center, its wood stained the color of rich mahogany and inlaid with spiraling patterns of mother of pearl, evoking the iridescent feathers of a raven's wing. The hearth, a masterpiece of Gothic revival, looms large at one end of the kitchen. Its mantel, adorned with intricate carvings of thorny vines and watchful corvids, frames a state-of-art oven. Here, flames dance behind tempered glass, ready to transform raw ingredients into culinary masterpieces. A wall of windows, draped in diaphanous curtains, the color of twilight, allows shafts of silvery light to play across the room. Outside, a kitchen garden thrives, where herbs and vegetables grow in orderly rows, their leaves kissed by the cool autumn air. The air is alive with possibility, fragrant with the essence of simmering broths and freshly baked breads. Crystal decanters filled with elixirs of varying hues stand ready, their contents promising to elevate any dish from mundane to magical. In this bewitching culinary haven, every meal becomes a potion, every dish an incantation. The Raven's Wing Kitchen is not merely a place for food preparation, it's a realm where culinary dreams take flight, where the ordinary transforms into the extraordinary with every stir of the cauldron. Dragon's Lair, dining, feasting amidst enchanted flames. Welcome to the Dragon's Lair dining room, where each meal becomes a legendary feast. The air shimmers with an otherworldly warmth, as if the very breath of dragons lingers here. Walls of deep, burnished gold rise around you, their surfaces adorned with intricate scales that catch the light and seem to undulate with every flicker of flame. At the heart of this sumptuous space stands a magnificent table, hewn from ancient oak and polished to a gleam that rivals dragon's treasure. Its surface, inlaid with swirling patterns of amber and jet, stretches the length of the room like a slumbering serpent. High-backed chairs, upholstered in supple leather the color of burgundy wine, stand sentinel around the table, their frames carved to resemble dragon's claws, grasping precious gems. Overhead, a chandelier of epic proportions commands attention. Crafted from intertwining strands of bronze and crystal, it resembles a dragon in flight, its wings spread wide across the ceiling. Hundreds of teardrop crystals dangle from its form, each one housing a tiny, enchanted flame that casts a warm, ever-shifting glow across the room. Along one wall, a grand fireplace roars to life, its mantle adorned with a bas-relief depicting an epic battle between knights and dragons. The flames within dance in hues of blue and purple, casting an ethereal light that plays across the room's metallic surfaces. Ornate sideboards line the walls, their drawers filled with fine china painted with scenes from ancient myths. Crystal decanters filled with rich, amber liquids stand ready to fill goblets forged from precious metals and set with glittering gemstones. As twilight falls, the room transforms. The scaled walls seem to come alive, reflecting the firelight in a mesmerizing dance of shadow and flame. Here, in this chamber, where fantasy meets opulence. Every meal becomes a feast fit for legends. Every gathering a tale to be told for generations to come. Bewitched Banquet Table. Enchanting table settings under autumn's spell. Behold the Bewitched Banquet Table, a masterpiece of autumnal elegance, where every place setting tells a tale of enchantment. The tablecloth, a shimmering expanse of midnight blue silk, ripples like the surface of a moonlit lake. Delicate tendrils of silver thread weave through the fabric, forming intricate patterns that seem to shift and change when you look away. At the center of the table, a grand centerpiece commands attention. A hollow silver tree, its branches twisting skyward, cradles a collection of hand-blown glass orbs. Within each orb, a tiny flame flickers, casting an otherworldly glow across the table. Artfully arranged around the base, a garland of deep purple dahlias, blood-red roses, and inky black calla lilies intertwines with autumn leaves dipped in liquid gold. Each place setting is a work of art unto itself. Charger plates of burnished copper form the foundation, their rims etched with ancient runes that promise protection and abundance. Atop these rest dinner plates of the finest bone china, their surfaces adorned with hand-painted scenes from dark fairy tales. Crystal goblets stand sentinel by each plate, their stems twisted into the shape of thorny vines. The bowls of these goblets are tinted a subtle violet, promising to turn even water into a magical elixir. Beside them, silverware of antiqued sterling gleams softly, each piece engraved with delicate filigree patterns. Napkins of deep forest green silk are artfully folded into the shape of ravens, ready to take flight at a moment's notice. Each is secured with a napkin ring fashioned from a tarnished silver thorn, set with a single, glowing amber cabochon. Place cards, written in shimmering ink on parchment, the color of autumn leaves, rest against miniature cauldrons filled with smoldering herbs. The fragrant smoke curls upward, infusing the air with notes of sage, rosemary, and myrrh. As twilight descends, the table transforms. The silverware casts elongated shadows, the goblets catch and refract the candlelight, and the centerpiece casts a spell of warmth and welcome. This is not merely a table set for dining. It's an altar to autumn's majesty, a stage set for an unforgettable feast where every bite is infused with magic and every toast summons the spirit of the season. Spellbound Den of Secrets, Unveiling Autumn's Mysteries. Step into the Spellbound Den of Secrets, where autumn's enigmas unfold in sumptuous splendor. Rich oxblood-hued walls envelop the space, their velvety texture beckoning to be touched. Gilded wallpaper, embossed with intricate patterns of intertwining thorns and hidden raven silhouettes, catches the light and whispers of secrets yet untold. A masterful Tiffany lamp casts a kaleidoscope of amber and crimson across the room, its stained glass shade depicting scenes of an enchanted forest. Beneath it, an antique writing desk of polished mahogany stands sentinel, its surface inlaid with a map of constellations in mother of pearl. Drawers with ornate brass handles promise to hold untold treasures and forgotten spells. Plush armchairs upholstered in deep emerald velvet invite contemplation. Their high backs, curved like the wings of sleeping dragons, offer sanctuary for clandestine conversations. A chaise lounge draped in a throw of liquid gold silk beckons for moments of repose and revelation. Bookshelves line the walls, their wood stained the color of aged cognac. Leather-bound tomes, their spines embossed with titles in languages long forgotten, stand in neat rows. Between them, curios and artifacts from realms unknown catch the eye, a crystal ball swirling with mist, an hourglass filled with shimmering black sand, a quill pen fashioned from a phoenix feather. The air is thick with the scent of ancient parchment and spiced cider, a heady blend that awakens the senses and stirs the imagination. A hidden speaker system whispers the faint strains of a haunting melody, its origin as mysterious as the room itself. Here, in this sanctum of secrets and sorcery, the boundaries between reality and fantasy blur. Every object tells a story, every shadow holds a mystery, inviting those who enter to unravel the enigmas of autumn's bewitching embrace. Cursed Masquerade Hall, hosting a soirée under autumn's spell. Welcome to the Cursed Masquerade Hall, where autumn's enigmatic allure takes center stage. Soaring ceilings draped in swaths of midnight blue silk create an illusion of endless night, punctuated by twinkling crystal chandeliers that mimic a starlit sky. Their soft glow bathes the room in an ethereal light, casting long, mysterious shadows that seem to dance of their own accord. Walls of antiqued mirrors line the space, their tarnished surfaces reflecting fragmented glimpses of the revelry within. Ornate golden frames, twisted into shapes of thorny vines and watchful ravens, add a touch of dark whimsy to their reflective depths. Each mirror holds the promise of revealing or concealing secrets of those who dare to gaze upon them. The floor, a masterpiece of marquetry, depicts a sprawling autumnal forest. Inlaid wood in shades of amber, russet, and gold creates a dizzying pattern of fallen leaves that seems to shift and swirl beneath one's feet. At the room's center, a circular dais rises, its surface smooth as black glass, inviting guests to twirl and promenade. Scattered throughout the hall, intimate seating areas offer respite from the festivities. Velvet chaise lounges in deep burgundy and Chesterfield sofas in forest green provide sumptuous perches for whispered conversations and clandestine exchanges. Side tables of wrought iron and smoky quartz stand ready to hold goblets of enchanted elixirs. The air is alive with the scent of wood smoke and spiced wine, while hidden speakers emit the haunting strains of a phantom orchestra. Candelabras fashioned from twisted silver branches cast flickering light across the faces of bejeweled masks, adding to the air of mystery and allure. In this bewitching hall, every guest becomes a character in an unfolding tale of autumn magic. The Cursed Masquerade Hall isn't merely a room. It's a portal to a world where reality blurs with fantasy, and every moment holds the promise of enchantment. The Enchanted Equinox, a Maleficent-Inspired farewell to autumn's magic. As the last embers of our autumnal journey flicker, we stand at the threshold of the Enchanted Equinox. This liminal space, where summer's warmth yields to winter's embrace, pulses with transformative energy. our Maleficent-Inspired sanctuary, a testament to autumn's bewitching allure, prepares for its final metamorphosis. From the Thorned Entryway, where twilight forever lingers, to the Enchanted Thicket Lounge, where shadows dance with ember-glow, each space whispers of seasons past and those yet to come. The Raven's Wing Kitchen, once alive with the alchemy of culinary creation, now simmers with quieter magic, preserving autumn's bounty for the cold months ahead. In the Dragon's Lair dining room, the great table stands ready for one last feast, its surface aglow with the reflected light of 1,000 enchanted flames. The Bewitched Banquet Table, adorned with the last fruits of harvest and the first frost of winter, awaits a final toast to the year's turning. The Spellbound Den of Secrets, keeper of autumn's mysteries, prepares to lock away its knowledge until the wheel of the year turns once more. And in the Cursed Masquerade Hall, phantoms of past revelries swirl like leaves in the wind, their laughter a fading echo in the lengthening nights. As we bid farewell to this realm of autumnal splendor, we carry with us the essence of its magic. The warm hues, the rich textures, the interplay of light and shadow, all have left their mark upon our souls. We emerge transformed, our senses awakened, our imaginations ignited. Let the memory of this enchanted space linger, a touchstone to return to when the world grows cold and gray. For in the heart of every autumn, in the magic of every equinox, this sanctuary of Maleficent-inspired elegance awaits, ready to envelop us in its timeless embrace once more.